Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reese.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we're doing Batman Begins. After training under the guidance of Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows, Bruce returns to Gotham City vowing to rid it of corruption by striking fear into the hearts of criminals as the Batman. This movie, man. I've been waiting a long time.
You have been waiting a long time. As you can see, Reese is a fan of Batman.
This is mine.
And there's a whole room full of other collectibles.
Batman's my thing. Yeah. Batman's my thing. It's been my thing since I was probably about 10 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was a kid. I watched the Burton ones and the Schumacher ones and the animated series. But the Nolan trilogy...
Different level, isn't it?
It was a different thing.
Different level.
It went to places that we never thought Batman was going to actually go to on a screen.
No.
And that brings me to beginning this with the script. This script is dense. It's tight. It tells the correct story, like the right story for Batman's origin.
Yep.
Did you enjoy the origin of Batman in this film?
I did.
Yeah.
It sort of set precedents for other films.
It really did, yeah.
Iron Man was one.
Yeah, it begun the relationship of what a superhero movie was going to be from there on.
Yeah.
This movie's script is like, it's almost like they went, finally someone came in and said, we're going to take this seriously. We're going to ground this character, but we're still going to give you all the things you love about Batman. We're going to give you a dark character who has these mummy-daddy issues after their death. We're going to make him this envisionment of fear and justice. And also, I was
going to say, it's real. It's all, it all looks real, all looks believable. Even the special effects, there pretty much wasn't any special effects, which makes it realistic. Like when Batman, uses his grappling hook, you can see him flying off. It's all on wires.
It feels right. It feels weighted correctly.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And although there is moments in it like the Batmobile that doesn't feel correct, they back it up with the reasoning as to why the car was built to begin with.
Yeah, it's very smart choices.
So, the inclusion of a little bit of exposition, which, let's face it, this movie has a lot of exposition.
It's the whole movie.
There really isn't much action in this Batman movie.
No, there isn't.
But for some reason, it's better than most.
Yeah.
So it's something I wouldn't have expected.
I think that's Chris Nolan's strong point.
Yes.
He's a masterful filmmaker. In this series, I think he does get better.
He does. Yeah, he does. And he's very good at adding themes that are relatable now.
Yeah.
Like relatable, like not even now, like always.
All time.
Yeah. Like this movie has...
Yeah, corruption. We've got bettering yourself. What else is there?
You got to... he says, why do we fall down to pick ourselves back up? The philosophies behind it is... it's really great, It's a really good set of philosophies for the film.
Yeah.
And the themes really shine through with it. And they leave it on the nose.
Yeah.
They don't pull back and make it subtle. It's a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Bring it to the forefront.
Yeah. It works.
Face your fears. Don't let, the injustice of the world put you down and fight it.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea.
What makes it work as well is the perfect cast in this. Michael Caine,
Yeah.
Gary Oldman, Christian Bale. It just...
Never.
Yeah.
Michael Caine, never.
Yeah. But look,
love it.
it's. I think if you had a different cast, I don't think it'll work as well.
Nah. And he is a fantastic... This is the first time I've seen a well-balanced Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that it is very well balanced on that front.
I still would have liked to see this movie, even though it's impossible, with a half Christian Bale and a half Affleck movie.
What do you mean?
Like if we split those two personalities in half and put them into one person, I think that'll be a sick Batman.
Well, I think not to go too deep into it, but I think Ben Affleck's Batman is more of the correct look for Batman, like this big chunky
Oaf.
beast. Yeah, it feels like almost like a hound. of a man, but or a bear of a man.
Yeah.
But I also think that, you know, like in retrospect, Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale does a fantastic Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
You feel like he's this playboy billionaire.
Yeah, it suits him well.
Yeah.
It suits him well.
He's able to play that off.
Yeah. A few of the things that I didn't like in this movie. Well, one of them was the main issue.
Yeah.
And I think it's Nolan's weak point in all of his movies is the fight choreography and the way it's shot.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's a bit too frenetic, and sometimes it's like, oh, what happened there? But anything else he does, man, spot on.
But isn't it a beautiful thing that the fight choreography of a Batman movie is something you care less about than the story being told?
Yeah, that's true, and that's one of the important things.
Yeah, and he does that.
Yeah, story is way more important. Obviously,
you care about those characters, and when the fight comes, you're like, you just don't even think about it. It's less of importance. Yeah, it's intelligent, and he took from a lot of source material that inspired this, and he took it from material that was intelligent and intellectual and a part of the mythos that most people hadn't really read into or seen. He took it from Batman: The Long Halloween by Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb, and he also took it from Batman Year One with Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli, and they're fantastic origin stories as well as mob stories, which you can see a lot of in here with the bad guys and also just the origin base. Yeah.
One good thing as well with Nolan, you can trust him, and I think at the time though, it was pretty much a big gamble, especially with $200 million on this movie.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's
an expensive film,
especially for the time, you know. And picking Nolan to do this,
I don't think it was 200 million.
Was it?
I think it was under 100.
Really?
Yeah.
We should actually check.
He did it for a good.
We'll
we should know. Yeah. We'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, but putting their faith or trust in Nolan to do these movies, I think it was a gamble.
Well,
paid off.
He had only done Memento and Insomnia.
Yeah.
So he really didn't have any idea of what, like any forms of real action or anything like that.
Yeah.
He was just a story man. And I guess he pitched the film really well.
Yeah.
Because they, off the straight pitch, they funded it and greenlit it.
That's it.
And
look where he is today.
Yeah, it pushed him into the boundaries of being able to do exactly whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And that's just because he makes good decisions.
Yep.
His decisions are intelligent. They're based off of just being smart, just doing the right thing, the thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
I think this movie's fantastic.
We all know that.
Yeah. This is my type of series.
Yeah.
And I think that Batman's treated well in this. He's treated like the character he's supposed to be. This is probably, out of all the movies, the best representation of Batman, especially in things like the warehouse scene. And I just think that you can't get a much better Batman movie than this. There's not much more you could really do. And the score is so good.
Yeah.
The music in this is amazing. Something we never talked about.
Forgot to mention Hans. Hans, mate, you are a legend.
Oh man, the hum, hum,
yeah.
hum, hum. That's so cool.
He's going to be known.
Yeah.
For so many iconic films.
Yeah.
That he's put his little hands on. Man, it's incredible.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts? It matches yours. I don't think it's the best Batman movie. I think the next one is. But yeah, I'm going to give this...
You gave it away now.
Yeah, well...
Okay, fair enough.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, like, for me, you heard my thoughts. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I like this movie. And after rewatching it again, I'm like, I think I'm ready to rewatch it again. Wow. I think that, it'd be nice to do it without, having to pause it every 2-3 seconds.
Yeah.
So, but... Yeah, I really do like this movie.
But yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good start to the superhero reboot.
Yes.
I can't really fault it other than the fight scenes. And I'm looking forward to doing the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Neon Radio YouTube channel, and also go and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I think that's everything.
Yeah, you're going to send us out, mate?
That's it. Lights out.